Hi, Capricorn. This is Jeffrey. This is your reading for January 22nd through the 29th. So I guess if you're a very late Capricorn, I don't know when it switches. You'd think I'd know, right? I'm a real professional. I think it's 21st. All right. But if you're on that cusp, happy birthday. If you if you consider yourself a Capricorn, it's 22nd. I don't know. All right. So uh, if it's really complicated, it's probably not worth it. That's my little mini message. That's my little mini message. Usually, what's going on with me is my little mini message, and I could get into the whole thing, but it's going to take up too much time. And I love to talk. If it's really complicated, it ain't worth it. I like that. Okay. Oh, two, three. Nice. All right. We start with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is like this new idea, new fertility, um, energetic, passionate, beginning, exciting, fertile. Then I have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is like persevere with your thoughts. It's also about going from a place of turbulence into a place of calmness. So, maybe this had something to do with, it's like, well, oh, you get in, well, there's a lot of machinations to go through. And it's like, I I'm going to a place that's calm. I don't have the time for this. I don't have the time for this. I need to go to a place that's like smooth and calm and easy. Um, however, however, I'm going to, when I say I mean you, obviously. Well, not obviously, I'm just telling you. The Temperance card is a really beautiful card. It's really about being balanced, about bringing a new balance in. It's really about bringing in a new balance that's healing, that's comforting, that's loving, that's self care in the highest form of the word, right? Self care in the highest form of the word. So I'll tell you the story. So I have this place up to like book, for somebody to stay because I have two bedrooms. And I'm listed with a few sites and I don't really get much action, which is fine. Because I've been throwing the pendulum, I've been asking the pendulum, and they keep on saying no, no, no. So anyway, somebody approached me to stay tomorrow. They want to come at 8 in the morning. Okay. This site doesn't have any of my information. They want to pay me in pesos. I do not have a Mexican bank account. Uh, so it's like, well, where's the money going and how are they going to get it to me? And then I'm trying to log in. Oh, you have to change your password. And what's this and what's that? And it's like, you have to change your password every time you go in. Really? First of all, I don't really have the time. I don't have the inclination. I've really committed to doing this, right? So doing this means this, it means readings, it means IET, it means I need the time to like have the apartment to myself to do whatever I need to do and not have to worry about everybody else, which I did for years in New York and I got used to it. It was a different situation. It was also a lot more money. There's like no money in it. On top of everything else, there's no money in it. It's like if I was making like really good money here doing it, it's like, okay, I'll finagle myself. But it's like it's all for naught. Put so much effort into something, which is really, um, really, really difficult. Change your password every time you walk in, really? For security purposes, you don't even have my bank account. And I can't go into their site to like give them my bank account because it's like, oh, you already filled it out. It's like, yeah, but I changed. And there's no one to talk to. like it becomes this whole complicated mess, and it's like, for what? She'll provide. Yeah, yeah. It's a willing, like I'm giving something off. I'm going to look at things from a new angle. I'm going to look at things from a new angle. Because if it's not simple, it's not good. I'm being supported by spirit in a really big way. I'm being supported by spirit in a really big way, right? Because now I've gotten in touch with spirit here. I've gotten in touch with spirit here. There's an angel with me. And I also read this card as, excuse me, as like a deceased feminine ancestor who's leading you. So there's a whole spiritual aspect to this whole reading of like being led by spirit. And, it's almost like um, it's part your intuition, but it's part something even bigger than your intuition saying, I don't know if this is the right thing for you. And you're feeling it and you know it. So you got to follow it. You got to follow it, right? You get it like an inkling, you get it like a feeling in your body, you get it's like, this is much more complicated than this is worth. It's like, okay. And, sometimes it's a financial thing or an emotional thing or whatever. And, you kind of like, well, maybe I should. And like, no, if you got the message, like that it'll all be okay. And this is really complicated. And it's like making something out of nothing. Um, for what? It's like, there's your answer. So, there's a interesting, the energy is like, sometimes we doubt our own like intuition, right? And you go back and forth, right? This has happened to me a million times. So I don't think I'm telling you this for no reason. If it's yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, it's no. If it's yes, it's yes. If it's no, it's no. But if it's yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, better it be no than well, no. You'll be taken care of. You'll be taken care of. Sometimes you apply for a job or something, you really want that job, and you went on 1,000 interviews, and then it becomes a no, and it's like, thank you. Rejection is God's protection. Thank you. Something better is coming for me. That's what I'm really getting. Yeah, it's a healing. There's a gift here, and this is the gift of your intuition, right? And it moving toward you and you moving toward it. This is a really interesting card. So it's a willing self-sacrifice, and it's like willing to see things from a different angle, from a different perspective, from a more spiritual, illuminated understanding, right? And then in the strength card, we really have, like the divine feminine, the loving divine mother energy coming and comforting you, and allow. It's almost like spirit coming in and saying, there's a time to roar and there's a time not to. And this is not the time to roar. It's wasted. It's wasted. And why would you waste your roar, right? Let's say there's only so much roar in you, right? And it's like, don't waste it on, something that's just not necessary. Like use it wisely, right? In a balanced fashion. Interesting. Really interesting. All right. For the extended reading, please join me, $4.99 a month. Available for members. You can watch all the extended for all the signs for the whole month. And I'll be adding meditations. I was going to do them tonight, but I don't think I'm going to get there. All right. Blessings. I'll see you soon.